Good morning. Good morning. Happy Sunday. And I'm not going to be here long because I see George has a live set and I didn't even check. I was going to do it at 7 o'clock, but my head was pounding so bad. So we've had a weekend. Okay. So in order for me to get caught up on in everything that was going on Friday night, I went from stream. I was doing replays just to get the gist of everything, just to get caught up on everything. And then yesterday we had a menage. We just had all kind of lives going on. So let me say good morning before I start. Um, Good morning, Christoph. Good morning, Irish Jazz. Good morning. Hi, Bonero. Amber was live on her What Night channel. And if you guys are into squishies and all this stuff, she has everything over there. So I was over there and I had to buy the purple one because I don't know why it just grabbed me. And I wanted it. Hi, Chantel. Hi, Mod 148. And thank you for calling me the other day. Hi, DJ Mendingo. Wisco Gal. Good morning. M to the B. Good morning. JJ Hizzle. Good morning. Um, I think I got everybody right now. If I don't see you, I'll try to grab you as I'm going. But so I'm just gonna say this part first, okay? I keep hearing Jen saying that people are speaking about her kids. Again, they're not speaking about your kids, they're speaking about the parenting. And for you to say that you have to protect your kids are adults. You cannot file on your kids' behalf. They have to file. And if they were watching all of this bullshit, hi, Carol, good morning. They would tell you to get the fuck off the internet. Okay? So, for and let me just say this. How many times has Jen said she was going legal? The only person she went legal on, well, she went two that I know of. She went to file on Maria, then she never followed through. She filed on Savage. Savage had to get an attorney, and then she never showed up in court, which cost Savage all kinds of money, which she was supposed to be paying her back. Jen is not filing shit. She loves this. And for Jules to use that as her basis for cutting ties with KK, okay, to me was just bullshit. I knew when I was in KK's live that time, when KK received all of those memberships, all of those cash apps, I said the end is near. If you watch KK, you'll see how people support her and donate to her. No one is forcing anybody to do anything. People donate if they want to. That's it. I think KK is more likable. She's more approachable. She doesn't talk down to her chat. None of that. Good morning, Just Saying, and good morning. I've always liked KK. Always. I warned her about the shit that was getting ready to come out on her. So this whole thing, and the more she's talking about, hi Macy, oh, you're still catching up, girl. I didn't sleep. I had a steak yesterday morning around 9 o'clock. A steak, potato, and corn. That was my dinner. Hi Aesops, because I was up. I love you too, Mod 148. Hi Ruski. So, and when I'm hearing this, and then she says it's not about money. But why are you watching to see if she reset her goals? I'm in there. KK will set her goal for one. If she meets that goal, she'll set another goal. She doesn't set goals for 10 or 15. She'll do a goal for one. I think one time she did five, but normally it's one. If she meets that goal, she'll set another goal. Who cares? Who cares? Hi, M to the B. Good morning. Good morning, so done. Who gives a fuck? I just find it quite odd, but I listen. So I listened to Ann's live yesterday, which she did a great live. I enjoyed Ann's live. And then George goes live, and I'm listening to George, and he already knows. I'm just like, he told Jen, if you're going to go legal, stay off the internet or don't talk about it. What did she do? I'm in Paula's, and she goes live crying. Again, the award goes to Jen. Okay. Then she says, I'm not going to mention Heidi because she's going to punch in my face. Girl, good morning, my Volti. Good morning. Hi, Savage. Good morning. Girl, you like this attention. The attention wasn't on you. I'm going to agree with it, but you know what I'm happy about? I'm happy that Paula, Berlinetta, and all of them saw her manipulative tactics. She was going off on Brooke, and my understanding that Brooke did a live defending her or talking about Jews and saying, I'm just like, what the fuck? It's all for attention. She does. She does. And I know a lot of people don't like KK. Okay, that's you. I like KK. But to use that as an excuse. Now, when I listened to Jamie, I was listening because I was in the middle of catching up on his live from the night before. And then I noticed he was live again. So I was in the bushes listening, and I fell out the bushes. And I came out and I said, I'm popping out the bushes. You are speaking facts. I didn't hear what the settlement had to say until I went in and I did a quick replay when I saw KK and um, AC on panel, and then Jamie jumped up on panel. Jules, I think this time you bit your, I mean, the tantrum. You did it with TL, okay? You did it with TL when people were donating to TL and they were all over there. And you were spending all that time over there. You do it to everybody. Everybody. You don't play well in the sandbox. You're like the fat kid with the booger hanging out your nose, just like I said about Trump, that nobody wants to play with. But you try to bring all these people together to fight your battles. You did the same thing with Bambi. You're going to the workiverse. You're going here trying to get all these people against Bambi. You did the same. Once you found out, and I heard Jamie this morning because I noticed he went live again this morning. He said it was Frank first, then the Gittler, then Brandy King. I'm just like, you introduce all of these people to Jen. You did it. You don't like to share your tiny little toy that you like to play with. You keep saying that it's all about torturing her. You've been doing this since 2022, 2023. And when Yahoo Boy said he thinks that Jen's mental health is not there, people need to stop. Oh my God, then she went live one day and she goes, guys, I don't think that, Jen is, and I said right in her chat, because at that time I was still in her chat. I said, anytime Jen brings me up, I will drag her. Wasn't her idea. I'm just like, you did the same thing. Your patterns of behavior has not changed. It has not changed. And when I hear you saying that, you don't like when people go into deadlies, you are not their parent. These are grown ass people that can make their own decisions where they want to go, who they want to listen to. And the bad thing is now that you have the subs that are smack dab in the middle of all this bullshit again. Good morning, Twisted Ginger. The subs are smack dab in the middle. KK had her own shit going on. Then she's got people from the Hive in there. She's got people from Maria's chat in there. You guys, hi, whatever with K. You're putting people in the middle when, good morning, Jody, it didn't have to be this way. And whether or not you talk to KK behind the scenes, however she would have handled it, that would have been behind the scenes. But you have an issue with coming live and denouncing people. And oh, I wasn't in chat, so I thought it would make a difference. No, honey, one monkey don't stop no show. No, it doesn't. If you don't like what's being discussed, don't be in the chat. Like me. If I don't like what's being discussed, I leave. Period. This shit is crazy. Hi, Macy. I didn't see you, but I'm looking at my studio and I see everybody is saying hi to you. That did not have to happen. You did the same thing with Siwa because she had SoFlo on her panel. I remember I wasn't even talking to Siwa. I came on my panel and I said, it's Siwa's channel. It's Siwa's panel. You don't run shit. You don't run anything, but you think you do. You did the same thing with SoFlo, trying to block everybody out of his chat. Well, you did block a lot of people out of his chat. I understand you did the same thing over at Lefties. Everywhere you go, you try to run and control shit. I warned AC. I told him. I warned him. When he was on my panel, I warned him. Now you're coming at Jamie. Do you not, well, the things you said about Jamie. Come on, girl. You know damn well he's not going to put his literal foot on Jen's neck. It's a metaphor. Everybody knows that shit. It was abundantly clear that when she's accusing him of, first she said he hit a disabled car. Then I heard her say, when it was played on Paula's last night, that he hit somebody. No, Jen, he hit 3 parked cars. Stop lying. That is defamation. If you don't understand what defamation is, you need to look it up. Somebody that's reading your run reports is not defamation. These are legal documents that was pulled with the Freedom of Information Act. That's not defamation. Those are calls that you or whoever made that was residing in your household. Not defamation. Hi, wedding cake. Not defamation at all. And I'm so happy when I went into KK. I fell asleep on KK. So I told her because I left Paula's. I saw KK was live, and I went in there. I said hi. I told her I was going to stay there until I fell asleep, which I did. But AC had jumped on the panel around that time, and I really liked the dynamics between AC and KK on panel. I really, really do. They play off each other really, really well. It reminds me a little bit of when I used to be on panel with John years ago. There you go. I have my own brand to think, and I'm not fighting no one's battles. And you go where you want, and you gift where you want. See? Exactly. Exactly. I just wish people would actually just say, hey, I'm not in this. This should have been, it could have been handled a whole different way. I agree with everybody that said it. Everybody that said it. Everybody's grown. Everybody. Hi, my Mugsy. You don't let people tell you where you can go. I want, but yet it's okay for you to sit there and watch what Deadly does and use him as from what I heard last night, as your content. Get the fuck out of here. It's always double standards. And I always said rules for thee, but not for the bee. Then I heard you say, I said what I said. Girl, that's my saying. And hi, Just Sarah. Become original. I'm just like, I can't believe this. And then when George read that post, if you participated in the hate, I was in Jamie's chat. I didn't see anybody that followed her say anything bad about her. So now you're trying to draw the line in the sand again. If you go there, you're not welcome here. Get the fuck out of here. Macy, I'm getting ready to cook myself, girl. I'm going to be cooking while I'm listening to George. Hi, Virgie. Good morning. And Virgie. I haven't seen you since all of this stuff happened. I am so sorry that you were treated like that. I saw the screenshots and I'm like, this is crazy. But I've always wondered, and you know this, Virgie, I've always wondered. You're friends with Brooke, you're friends with Jules. How does that affect you? And you told me you just tried to stay out of it. You stayed neutral. It's crazy. Hi, my Sophie. How are you? I just want you guys to just think. Happy Heidi. I just want you guys to think for yourselves. Don't get caught up in somebody else's bullshit. Please don't do that. If you like going over to KK, stay going over to KK's. You like going to Jules, go to Jules. If you like going to Sophie's, go to Sophie's. You like Bliss, go to Bliss. You can't dictate where people go. This is the internet. Everybody is a fucking adult. You can't tell people where they can and cannot go. You've been doing this since I can remember. You throw away your friend. Well, I'm sorry. You don't know how to be a friend. You throw people away. If they don't think like you, do what you want them to do. This has been a pattern. When Savage, I'll give you another one. When all this stuff happened between Savage, when they were trying to say that Lisa was all these accounts, the Free Clint account and whatever the other account was, when it was proven, well, it was shown to Savage, hey, Savage went and she stood by her co-host, which was Lisa at the time. She threw a tantrum on IG, calling out Yahoo Boy, calling out Brooke, because Savage stuck with her co-host. Then that's when I started receiving pictures of Savage's house, pictures of Lisa's house, pictures of Savage's sister's house. And I'm like, why am I getting all of this? I didn't need that shit. Good morning, Bliss. I didn't need that. Good morning, shit show. How are you? I didn't need it. And like I said in Paula's last night, Jen said, if you read those things again, watch what happens. And I said it in Paula's last night. I said, just because she said it, I bet it's read again. What? When I went into Jamie, when I replayed Jamie's live, guess what Jamie was doing? Reading them, because that's not a damn thing you can do about it. Nothing. And I'm gonna tell you this about this whole forcible blowjob. I believe what that woman said. I don't care if she testified for whoever. Just because there was no charges pressed, because time had gone by, it became a he said, she said, she said. If that man had nothing to hide, why was the police kept trying to reach out to him? Why? And the fact that he was a married man from MySpace that was supposedly your boyfriend and you were on your period and you didn't want to have sex with him, why didn't you give him a blowjob? Why didn't you give him a blowjob? Explain that to me. So when you talk about sexual deviance, that's you. I've never known one person to have so many accusations against them. Where there's smoke, there's fire. I want to hear that bullshit. There were no charges. That was the outcome. Hi, Boomer Babe. How many cases do we know that we hear about that's dropped? How about this young woman that was raped by her father over and over and over again? And the police wouldn't do anything. And she took her own life. And now they're saying that they might not even take him to trial. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I have to finish KK's from last night. You are a sexual deviant. AC, if you want to come up, I'll drop the link for you. Well, anybody. Exactly, Sophie. And and I told you a while back, protect your peace. Hi, Yasmina. Protect your peace. I'm just so sick of all of this shit. And then you have people that they feel they have to choose because that's the position that you're going to put them in. KK's not going to put them in there. I heard what KK said last night. She's not going to do that, but you will. You, meaning the B. You're going to do that because you don't share well. Hi, allegedly. Girl, tell me about it. And this shit is crazy. Very old. Very old. And oh my God. I was told that Brooke played some old recordings. The recording that George played when he was on TL's panel and she did that phone call. Then the phone call that Brooke had sent me a couple of years back of her saying that I cut her gas line. I'm like, wait a minute. People cut brake lines. People don't. I'm like, so did I go to the apartment building and dig? And did I rent a backhoe and dig up the gas line? Nobody saw me doing it. I never did anything to her. I'm gonna tell you what happened. She was having a shit fit because she had a hate page on IG. I was in her IG live. I said, Jules, I have a hate page on me and I don't care. She lost her fucking mind because I said that. Ended her live. Then I'm talking to one of my mods. Guess what she does? She calls and leaves them this long message about what kind of bitch I was because I said that. Really? You think you were going to turn my mod against me? I did good, Heidi, for like 4 years. I never took and brought But it's just got to a place where one of them makes a decision for me, and I agree. It was very public, and I took a while to shake it. Because if you remember, when Brooke was on my panel that time, I said, I don't understand how you are respecting Virgie, but then she's dragging at you and saying all these things, and she's a friend of Virgie's as well. That puts you in the middle. It's just crazy. I'm telling you all. And I've said for years, she and Jen are just alike. Yep, God is in control. I do believe that. Everything comes to light sooner or later. That mask fell off. Well, I heard they were saying that Habanero. I heard Jen talking to Habanero when I was in Paula's. And then the next thing I know, I see Habanero come over to Paula's. I was like, I'm just glad they saw that. I'm glad they saw the manipulation and how the crying. I told them once before, the fuck you crying for? And then you turn it off just like that. It could be bipolar, but girl, exactly. Exactly, Sophie. No one has paid attention to that. I believe what that lady said. And I'm tired of hearing about it was Jake's girlfriend. No, it was Jake. He never recanted anything he said. I've posted where he said he stands by everything he said. He just wished that people would leave her alone because her mental is not there. You weren't mental when he was 14. Well, then again, you probably were, but still, you were very inappropriate. I told you before that I would send a picture of your house, your sister's house, and I would send a picture of Lisa's house by Jules after that fallout way back when. I'm just glad they saw it. And I just hope you guys honestly do what you feel is right. Do what's in your heart. You want to go support Sophie? Go support Sophie. You want to go support KK? Support KK. You want to support whoever? Support them. It is sad. Hi, Lightning Viper. Thank you. It's sad. I'm telling you, it's just sad. But oh, Jen, I'm gonna tell you here and now. I heard when I'm listening to Jamie, I heard that Angie went and did a live last night because I guess what did you do to Amzi, who turned her whole way of thinking about you around to support you? I haven't listened to Amzi's live yet, but I will. Unless George or somebody is going to cover it today. It's okay, Shauna. Hi, sweet potato. I haven't listened to Amzi's live. Like I said, I want to hear everything. I don't want to hear bits and pieces and clips. I want to hear everything because I'm not going to take. And then the fact, again, you sat there and accused that man of hitting somebody. Then you said, and that man being Jamie, then you accused him of DV. Jen, you went to jail for DV. Jen, you were beating Clint's ass. Jen, you can't speak on anyone. No one. You talk about KK stealing. Okay. You stole from people on the internet. You're banned from Walmart. You stole. It may not be the same amount, but you stole. Clint stole from his mother and father's business. That was said on the show. When him and Tracy were together, he stole. They banned him. I just don't understand how you don't look in the mirror when you're saying this shit. Again, I'm explaining to you. You're talking about Brandy being a swinger. Brandy was swinging with her husband, Mike. You know, the one that you were fucking, that husband, okay? When you had your roommate, you coerced your roommate into giving your married boyfriend a blowjob that you met on MySpace. Was his wife there? Nah, she didn't know anything about it. Stop it. Stop it. Before you start talking about people, look in the mirror. She's not going anywhere. Miranda, she loves this. And I've said it for years. As a matter of fact, I said it on John Yates' panel years ago. Jen and Jules were two of a kind. Okay, AC. AC said his new Discord handle is the Bina. It is disgusting. And with there's smoke, there's fire. Do I believe she did anything to her child? No. When you're going through a custody case, shit, I mean, my God, come on. Man, woman, whoever is going to say whatever to try to get that child. It's about both of them, Christoph. It's about both of them because right about now, as I said, they're two and the same. Hi, Louisiana High Ride. No problem. I'm just glad you got to see the manipulation for yourself. And I was sitting, when I said the other day when I went live, I said, I'm tired of watching her trying to manipulate people. I'm glad you saw it for yourself last night. Same with Charlie D. And yes, she did ask a 14-year-old boy if she wrapped her hand with it, could she still suck it? Yes, she did. I'll repost it again and again and again and again. That came out of that young man's mouth. And he never recanted it. Never. He just asked people to leave her alone because her mental illness, which she uses that as a crutch. Happy birthday, my selfie queen. And Selfie did a great live yesterday, guys, on toxic relationship. And a lot of stuff she was saying I was relating to because I have sons and I've seen these psycho girlfriends. So if you want to Selfie, drop your link in the chat. Honestly, you need to see it. I need to go. George went live, so I went to George's because I was modding over there. Selfie had a lot of mods and I got it in the middle, so I need to rewatch it. But everything that I heard, I was like, okay, my sons have had some toxic relationships, and I'm glad that they're all settled, they're all married, they're all happy. But these are the heifers these days are crazy. I'm going through that now with my two older grandsons. Leave these little psycho bitches alone. Keiki learned her lesson and paint. What do you mean she's paying? Oh, you mean about the whole stuff with Walmart and employee. Okay, yeah, okay. Yep, he is. I remember that because Tracy was leaving, he was punching himself. And they are. And when she said that you can't force a 300-pound woman to do a blowjob, I'm like, so all of these overweight people that's been sexually assaulted, so we're to think that it's not true because they're heavy set? For real? You came out your mouth and said that? Girl, stop. Stop. You said that. You can't force a 300-pound person. What? Do you hear yourself? Anyway, happy Brandy is not my birthday. Hi, sweetie. And you know what? Jamie said something, and I want to say it here. When I first heard about Brandy, I heard she was on Siwa's panel. Okay. I heard about Brandy. Brandy told the good, the bad, and what she did, the ugly, the bad, and the good. Brandy turned her life around. She did what she had to do for her kids. She never came online, try to hide it, pretend she was somebody else, or this never happened. She told you who she was then and who she is now. And I applaud her for that. I applaud her for that. And I didn't realize, well, I think I probably heard it before, but I don't remember when she was I remember she was accusing somebody's kid of R her, but I think I heard it before, maybe a few months back. But until Jamie said it, I said, "Oh my God. Okay, that was Brandy's 9-year-old child." And Brenda, I'm sick of you writing in the chat that Jen had a mental breakdown. No, she did not. She had a drug-induced psychosis that she brought on herself. If you were in those chats, you watched her snorting, you watched her with all that shit on the table, the pill. We all saw it. Well, I saw it when Sophie and KK started replaying them. You watched. You watched. Stop saying she had a mental breakdown. It was a drug induced psychosis. It doesn't excuse her disgusting behavior from years back. Girl, but she denounced KK, telling people that if they participated in the hate, it wasn't a hate stream. Jamie just called her on her shit, that they were dead to her. Really? Okay. I'm like, wait, how old are we here? How old are we? Come on. These are grown adults, people that have had your back. Oh, I don't think anything happened with Sophie and Cindy. Not that I know of, unless something happened again. Yes. So I'm telling you, Selfie's live. Selfie, did you drop your link? It's about toxic relationships. It can apply to you, somebody you know. And when I heard her talking about the cat, I mean, it just broke my heart because people will use an animal, they will use children. I'm telling you, when you see those red flags, and Selfie pointed out few red flags, get the fuck away from them. So, again, we got Georgia's going live in 20 minutes. I'm going to go. Thank you for dropping Selfie's link. Um, but I'm telling you guys, please do not be manipulated. Do not get yourselves pulled in the middle of something that has nothing to do with you. When KK said she was hurt and blindsided, hurt, yes. I don't know. And KK, I'm not being mean. I don't know why she's blindsided. Everybody kept warning you and telling you. I saw it coming. The last few lives I was in, I even noticed that the bee wasn't there. And I was like, oh, it's coming to a head. Yes, I said it. I said, oh, it's coming to a head. Just because you're not in a chat doesn't mean the show isn't going to go on. I'm going to say it again. If you don't like what's being discussed, exit. You can hit that X button and get out of the chat. That's it. Hit the button, get out. M to the B's birthday is on Wednesday, guys. Please, please, please wish MTB a happy birthday. MTB, if I don't see you before on Wednesday, happy birthday to you. And when I heard them, oh, I'm sorry. Let me just say this one more thing. When I heard the manipulation about when Jen modded Jeff and Hibernero, she said on her mother's birthday. For real, how does anybody know when your mom's birthday is? My Raken, hello. I will, sweetie. Thank you. Hi, Raken. How would anybody know it's your mom's birthday unless you've said it 55 times? Stop trying to manipulate people. Exactly, Louisiana High, right? Just because you're 300 pounds doesn't mean that you cannot be sexually assaulted. So please, guys, could you wish M to the B a happy birthday for me? Please, please, please. And I don't want George to move his time. I'm gonna go start cooking the shit. Oh yeah. Oh yes, the shit show. Um, AC. I started watching. Was it last night or the night before when AC did a live? Maybe 2 nights ago. But I know once I heard about Jamie's live, and I went to watch it, he was already live again. And good thing because he was recapping the live he did from earlier that morning. So I got to see that, but I didn't get it all finished because my sister called me. And, I just can't ignore my sister when she calls. So I need to go back and finish that. But I mean, if you want to hear stuff for yourself, go hear it for yourself. And drop Louisiana. Oh, Paula, hold on a second. I said I was going to give you a wrench. Hold on, Paula. Um, I said that. Okay, there you go. I said, go hear for yourselves, okay? Just because somebody tells you something, or because people's perception, uh, it's not the same. Somebody can hear something that's said and twist it all around, or just misconstrue things. Me, myself, when they used to send me stuff, I would say, okay, send me the timestamp. And I always went back like maybe 10 or 15 minutes so I can get the full context of what's being said. Think for yourselves. Do what you're grown people with your own lives, your own families. Please don't let nobody try to manipulate you. And shit, yo, I heard what you said last night too on KK's live. Nobody is manufacturing drama. Granted, I know they go in to trigger her. Well, she's already on a roll. They go in and trigger Jen, but she's already going. They just nobody's manufacturing drama to manipulate people and take advantage of people for their money. Nobody. Because if you feel that you have to stop it. People donate because they want to, not because they feel they have to. If they enjoying what you're saying, they're going to donate to you. For no reason, it was jealousy. Because you know damn well Jen is not going to the police. And if she goes, so what? She's called them on you before. She can't do anything. Her children are adults. They would have to file, not her. And they weren't. And that's what I said, self, because when George read that, I said, I was in Jamie's chat. I said, and the people that I know support, I saw them. They didn't speak, Bill, they didn't say anything about her. Stevie saw it. Everybody, my cousin saw it. Shit. And she's blind. Yes, she and I said that earlier, Paula. She's more relatable. She has a great personality. She shows people in her chat respect. She doesn't talk down to them. That's another thing. Jen, stop talking down to people like they're children. Okay? You couldn't even do it. You know what? I'm not even going there. Stop talking to people in your chat like you were fucking a teacher. Okay? When your ass didn't know, in order for you to go file to get something sealed, you have to do it at the courthouse. Shut the fuck up. And with that, guys, hi Ann, love you. uh People don't like the facts when they hear the truth. Okay, that's just it. With that said, I'm gonna go. So you guys have a great day. Paula, I need to go finish your live, and I need to finish KK's live. I'm almost finished Jamie's live from the one he did last night. And Jamie has stalls open for rent. So I understand that either Jules is in stall 29 and God's Soldier is in 28, or Jules is in 28 and God's Soldier is in 29. So anyway, he has stalls. The pasture is now getting full. Jules, my advice to you is to stop. Same thing I told Jen. Stop. You don't want to make enemies of certain people. What are you going to do? You're going to what? You're going to go run to another neighborhood or another community? Hi, Badfish Row. Stop it. Oh, I didn't know Lack was in here. Hi, Dread. I didn't see you. She has shown no growth over the years she's had her channel. Never changes, tears and tantrums. That's it. Where is Like at? Where is Like? I didn't see. Oh, there he is. How about people just ice out Jules and yep, that's not gonna work. But that's not gonna work. But guys, have a happy Sunday. I'm gonna go cook. I think I'm in a mood to eat. Okay, you saw what happened yesterday with Jen. She wasn't the topic of conversation. It was Jules all day everywhere. Jen couldn't take it. So she goes live crying, screaming at Brooke. And from my understanding from reading Brooke stuff in Paula's chat, she was defending her. No good deed goes unpunished. Yeah, I like AC on piano too, but I'm telling you, AC and KK have good chemistry together. They really, really do. They really do. They play off each other. And I thought I would, but when Camden said it last night too, and then Twisted just said it here as well. Responding to Jen is a waste of time. You're right, because she doesn't listen. George had her own panel. I went back and I listened to it. And she was like, "Yep, you're right." He goes, "I'm gonna drop you now." It didn't take long. It didn't take long. You guys have a great day. Wait a minute. What is this? Rakin exactly. See what warned my life would be dug up if I went hard at Jen. Bet I would. Bet I uploaded all my skeletons. Wait a minute. What did Rakin say? I missed that. Wait a minute. I got to go back. Yeah, I'm sorry. I got to go back and see what Rakin said. Okay, I'll go back. I promise I'm going to read my chat. And I normally do. I go back and read my chat. I go watch it to see if I missed anything. Happy early birthday. I go back to see if I missed anything. Oh, you want the link? Okay, shit show. Hold on a second. Hold on. Invite guests. They've changed everything around, and you guys already know I haven't been doing this for a while. So there you go, shit show. I dropped the link for you. I don't know how long ago you asked for it. I'm way behind. I'm sorry. I can't have cheese, damn it. But guys, you got to check out Amber too on her Whatnot channel. I shared her Whatnot on my community tab. Um, yeah, I was way behind in chat. I am so sorry, AC. I was way behind. I'm sorry. I don't know if AC is still here or not, but he asked for the link. I don't know how long ago that was, but I asked him if he wanted to come up. But George is getting ready to go live. AC wants the link. Yeah, I just dropped it. Thank you, Yasmina. AC, are you still here? Oh, there he is. Okay, add to stream. I'm sorry, AC. I didn't see that.
Oh, you're good.
Okay, hold on. Let me make this better. Oh shit. Okay, there you go. What's up, sir?
I had something on my mind before you
I'm
or
sorry.
before I didn't get the link. Um
I'm sorry.
um no, you're good. You're good. I'm sorry. I'm kind of I've had a long morning. I took probably like an hour nap and I woke up and you were live. Um well, there was something you had said a minute ago that made me go, okay, let me take a link real quick. Can I think of what it is at the moment?
Is it the fact
Good
that I
morning,
said that
everyone,
I
by the way.
warned you? Is it the fact that I said I warned you?
No,
Okay.
I
Well,
mean, look, I get like warning people and trying to give someone the heads up.
mm-hmm.
There's been people like I mean just Jules for example. There's people that have ventured towards Jules' side, and I'm like, hey, just to get kind of give you a heads up. This is that. I've always understood that people need to find it out for themselves. It's not so much about manipulating someone to saying that to them liking you and only you. It's
Mm-hmm.
about just kind of like, hey, look, this has been my experience. Maybe you'll have a different experience than me. Um, hopefully you have a different experience than me, but this has been my experience. Um, but I mean, I can't force anyone to just like I can't force anyone not to go somewhere. I can't force
Yep.
someone to go somewhere.
Exactly.
Like people
And
are just gonna go where they're gonna go.
And that's what I'm saying is that you can't tell grown adults where they can and cannot go because you have an issue with that person or something that person said. That's between you and that person. In this instance, KK did nothing wrong in my and everybody seemed to agree with those everybody was saying all of that last night. KK did nothing wrong. We knew who you were. Like I said, you've been following me for a little over 2 years now before all of this shit happened. Everybody
Hmm.
knew the shit show would come in the chat and it would put eyeballs in the chat. And
Right.
then, and people already knew. Jamie said it himself. He said he used to do this, expose people for money. He goes through it, he looks at it, and then he says, okay, yes, I'm going to tackle this one. Everybody knew who everybody was. You knew once you came aboard with all of this with all of this, there was no turning back. So why now? I'm telling you, it's nothing but jealousy.
Yeah. Look, I know there's a lot of people that are really wishing and hoping for me just to go balls to the wall, for a lack of better term. Um, I'm just not going to do what some people are wanting to do. I'm also not going to do what some people have done in the past, which go after shit that is either untrue or unfounded. Um,
Oh, but it is true, and it is founded. But I get what you're saying. But if she pushes you to, and you know what, I don't think she will. If she know, I don't think she's going to push you. But Jamie is already activated.
well, I'm going to take because I still haven't fully watched everything. I still haven't like I've been busy. Like
Okay,
I know that's something that Jen has been saying for some time now. Like, oh, I don't have a job, I live in a fucking shed, blah blah blah.
I
It's
know
what's
you have
typical
a
shit that
job.
everyone else says. But I mean, there's been so many lives that I've jumped, like people's lives that I've jumped on, and you could hear that I'm at work. you could just tell the difference between what my audio sounds like when I'm on panel with someone
Yep.
and what my audio sounds like when I'm out and about.
Yep. I knew you worked at a shipyard when I first heard it.
Yeah.
Hold
And
on.
I mean, I've turned my camera on a couple of times here and there just to say, like, look, see, I'm at work. I even showed that to Jen, but regardless of that, like, I've been busy with other stuff, and I haven't fully been here. I guess the catalyst for kind of what started all this was the documents that were on Jen to begin with. So not everyone's going to agree with me doing it. And I'm okay with that. Not everyone's going to agree with Jamie and KK doing it. Okay, I'm cool with that. Maybe your opinion. But these documents are out there, and the first page that I pulled up, and once again, viewer discretion advised, but it read RAPE on the fucking document.
Yep. Hold on a second, AC. And is that you really backstage? I got something, but I don't know if that's really you because it's using your full name. So I don't know if that's you or not, but I'm not bringing that person up unless Ann tells me in chat under her CNC, it's her. Okay, go ahead on.
But shit, I lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry.
Like I said, I just woke up. No, you're fine. It's more of a me thing because I'm not fully awake. But I don't know. I just like I said, I don't have. I go in on Jen. We've seen the documents. I mean, I go in on Jen because I go in on Jen. I go where I want to go. I go hang out where I've come here so many times. I try to venture over to certain places because I've been completely honest. I like the drama. I got booted out of E11s for some reason, which is fine. Like, I get it. Like, some people are going to take sides. They're going to draw lines. I don't like that. I hate that. That's bullshit to me. Like that kills your audience. Like, you're going to have people that disagree with you. You're going to have people agree with you. But then again, it's your channel. Do whatever the fuck you want. You know, it's kind of like stupid me. I mean, it's stupid for me to think that everyone's going to run their channel like me. You know, it's your channel and you run it how you want
to. Have you watched Ann's live when she read the transcripts from the court documents?
No. I heard a little piece about it. I think it's hilarious that people go after people in the chat for this, that, or the other. And I seen where Ann has gone after people for, oh, you didn't stop them from saying this and saying that. And I saw that that Coochie Cooch was in fucking chat calling me a fucking predator and a pedophile. So the way I see it,
because I didn't
fuck all the way off.
Okay,
that's just my opinion.
Whose chat was that?
I believe that was Ann's. She's the British bitch. I mean, or
don't call her that.
Sorry. Nope. That's the British lady, right?
She's from Scotland. Yes.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, she's over the pond.
Okay.
I'm trying to watch my words. Like I said,
please,
I just woke up.
Please,
I'm watching it.
Words.
Trying to.
Yeah, please do that because Ann, I actually love Ann dearly. She is, since the moment I've known Ann, way back when, Ann has never lied to me. I straight out asked her one time if she was an account on Reddit because there was some stuff that was being said, and she said, "Yes, Heidi, that was me." She's never lied to me, ever lied to me. So that's what I'm saying. When you find people like that it's straightforward and they're not doing shit behind the scenes or behind your back. And the comment that was on Reddit, it wasn't about me, but it was something that was said and somebody told me, and I was like, wait a minute. And I just asked her if it was her, and she said yes. But the whole thing is, when you, and E11 said, my mods can boot whoever they want. So again, I just this, and I heard what you said too. Uh, Shit show. I heard when you said that it could have been handled differently. Everybody has been saying the same thing. It should have been handled differently, but we've come to expect nothing else but that. Nothing else but that. Nothing is ever done behind the scenes. Nothing is ever done behind the scenes. If I have a problem with someone or something that was said that I want to make sure I'm going to clarify, I'm not going to, I go to that person if I'm able to contact them. But that was wrong. It was wrong. And KK was right. She's been nothing but supportive. But I heard her say that KK was taking jabs at her. Unless I missed something, I didn't hear KK taking jabs at Jules.
I didn't either.
Yeah, so unless I missed something, even when she was replaying Jen, and Jen was saying about how Glenwood was beating women, that is nowhere in those court documents, Jen. Stop saying that. Stop adding on to shit. You saw a picture of a man with adult sex toys on the bed. Nowhere in those documents does it say he beat the women.
That Buck says she still says it.
Yep. Nowhere in those documents. It said he gave them drugs. It said they had to make a certain amount of money a night. It said that Jules gave them the pimp rules that he gave to her to make sure the girls did. It says all of that, but nowhere in those documents does it say that he beat women. Stop saying that. This shit is crazy. It's just crazy. But again, AC, no matter how you cut it, she's going to always say that you guys are talking about the kids. And I heard people, and even when KK read those documents, she didn't read anything about the kids. Nothing at all. Nothing. So you're blaming, and then you're blaming Sophie. She said the email came from West Virginia. Really?
Okay.
How do you know where the email came from? Does it say the name of the email, and does it say West Virginia? Does it say that? Stop with the bullshit. Stop it. Well, yeah, because she came in early and said she was driving and she was listening. So I'm like, why is she coming up under her full name? Well, yeah, because Ann never comes on my panel with her full name. Never. She always comes up with CNC with Ann. This person had Ann's full name. So anyway, AC, George is going George is going live, and I didn't want to
Yeah,
run over mine.
no,
But,
you're fine.
but I'm
I
looking
just wanted to come
forward.
up for a minute. There was some I
Yeah.
can't still can't remember what the hell I was going to say, but
God
there was
damn
something
it.
you had said that I'll think of it later. But I appreciate you having me up. No, I'm not going to cut into everyone's time. If people are going from one channel to the next, do what you got to do.
Yep.
I'll come up at a later time or something.
Yep.
We'll
And just
have
so you know, you're always welcome on my panel. And I said that before. You always welcome. And I know that that you're not everybody's cup of tea. But when I know when you come up here, you're really respectful, and you know the things that I don't like, and because we've discussed it. And I just want to say thank you for that, because you respect what I have to say. So I appreciate that. And I wouldn't disrespect your panel. I wouldn't disrespect other people's panel either. And you don't do that here. I don't think you disrespect. When you and KK are a panel together, I laugh my ass off. I said, damn, I should have been in that live. But I catch the replay. You guys are funny as shit together. And I
try to
really,
be.
yep, you guys are funny. So I want to say thank you for handling this the way you are, and I hope this doesn't go any further than it's already went. But I can see that once that train starts moving, it's going to keep going until until the shit derails, because this is crazy, which is running off the tracks right now. But you still have time to put the brakes to it and say, okay, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not going any further with this. George, I'm getting off now so you can go live. And I saw you had a live set for 9. And I'm so sorry I ran over. But I will see you guys over in George's. Um, AC, I will catch your live you did 2 nights ago. I still have to finish Jamie's live from last night, but I'm catching up on everything because I don't want to hear what this was said and that was said. No, I'm gonna hear it for myself. Hold on.
Right.
Did George reschedule his live? Damn it, George. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right. I'm still going to go. I appreciate you, AC. I appreciate all of you guys. And I just had to say what I have to say. I've been typing it in chat. So now you heard it from me. That's the way I feel about it. Okay. That felt good. I love you guys. AC, have a great Sunday. So wait a minute. Are you home? Are you still at work?
I just got home. Well, I should say I got home a couple hours ago. I had a report I had to take care of. So like I kind of fell asleep in my studio so I could
You mean in the
um
shed where you live at?
yeah, where I live at. Um but I came into the studio because I had paperwork to catch up on before I go crash out. And I got too tired before I could go walk in the house and crash out in my bed. Um so I as I woke up, I was listening to music, and then all of a sudden when I woke up, your stream was on. I was like, well, I don't remember putting this on. Um so like I was just listening in. I was like, oh, and kind of waking up. I was like, all right, you know what? Let me jump up on this real quick.
I don't know, but
Um,
somebody keeps trying to hit my link in the back. Oh, there she is. That's Ann. Okay. All right. All right. All right. There we go. All right, Ann. I just dropped it. Okay. Because somebody kept hitting the link. I kept hearing it, but they were disappearing. But the last time somebody hit the link, hi, Daddy, they came up with Ann's full name. And I'm like, wait a
hmm.
minute. Ann never
I
comes up with her
really
full name.
dislike I don't know. It for me it's I guess it's a personal thing, but I don't really like this restream. Not
I
saying
like
that,
free
you know, this
stream. I really
I
do.
I like the audio. The audio sounds really great. They're like my old co-hosts try to get me to use the restream stuff whenever we were starting the shit show.
Mhm.
And he got me to try it out for like 3 months, and it bugged me.
Well, I
I
guess it's
constantly
better
had
now.
issues with the glitches in the maybe it is. I don't know. But I guess by now I'm kind of just used to the whole thing with um the StreamYard stuff.
Hi, beautiful. But see, Ann came up with just Ann. The other one had your full name. Ann, was that you? Your hair looks
Yes, it was. I was
great.
driving and I couldn't change it. I
Oh,
just wanted
damn,
it
Ann.
to
I'm
go to
sorry I
different. I
didn't
wanted
let
it
you
to
up because
blonde.
I didn't think it was you.
That's okay. Stop it. I'm sorry. I'm just in his
To me, is
his
there a
care.
delay in the
Stop.
audio?
So I just wanted to ask AC, is there a delay in my audio?
No, you're
No,
good.
but
I'm
like
trying to
between your
fix this.
no
Okay, go ahead.
between your video and your audio, there's like you'll the picture will show, and then your mouth will start moving, and then like 2 seconds later, at least on my end, 2 seconds later, then I hear the audio. Weird.
Okay. So I just wanted to ask. So chat, and then you later dragged me on your channel because of Jules, and I told you I was telling the truth. I
I didn't
told you
drag you
the
because of
truth
Jules.
about the documents. Well, why did you do it then? That's what I want to ask you.
I'm a troll.
I know, but
AC.
at the same in the same respect, I treat people with respect until they treat me differently, and I never treated you with disrespect.
Mm,
And it just seemed to me that she was running her mouth that day, talking shit about me, and you jumped on that bandwagon. And that's up to you. What I want to know is how do you feel that you know the truth? Because you all told me I was talking shit.
I mean, you were talking shit. I mean, how is that not like?
What, sorry?
How is that not established? Like you were talking shit. And as far as like my show is concerned, my show has always been what it is. It's always been a shit show.
Okay, so Anne is asking, were you dragging her because of Jules?
No,
Or what was the
people content.
reason that you were dragging her?
Yeah, everyone always goes with the first scenario. Jules made me do it. Jules paid me to do it. I mean, that's something that Jen fucking comes up with all the damn time. Well, I'm here because of Jules. No, I showed up on this side of YouTube because of Frank. Had nothing to do with Jules. I mean, once again. Oh, she jumped. Not jumped off. I
Yes.
think there's a. I think
Yeah,
there's an issue with her signal.
yeah, it has to be. So as soon as she comes back, but
I'll wait.
okay,
I'll wait till she gets back.
yeah, because I know you. I heard you say that Habanero had some questions for you as well. She was asking questions in the chat, but I can tell you that Habanero has never taken a link. She has never jumped on a panel and taken a link at all.
Habanero? No, that's fine. I mean, I gave Habanero the option if they didn't want to talk to me there. That's why I threw the Discord stuff in earlier. That was something that was on one of the other streams I had jumped on. Habanero was in chat and had questions, and I was just like, "Look, you want to talk to me? There's a lot of people that have tried to talk to me that don't want to be on panels, so they've reached out to me on Discord and." I mean, I'm not going to talk about my private conversations with everyone, but I mean, I've had a lot of fucking conversations the past couple of days about just what happened with the thing with KK and that group. Yes, your signal is a hell of a lot better now.
Yes,
Thank-
ma'am.
I think, do you know what happened? I think it was because I was on my car with the phone and I came
Okay.
in, it's not disconnected properly. So I do apologise. But
That's okay.
so what I was saying to you, AC, was I told you then that that what the truth was, and I was told I was talking shit. And did you say to me that I was talking shit?
We're talking shit, but I mean, I'm not saying
I wasn't lying. I wasn't
so.
lying.
I don't remember what our conversation was about at that time. I do remember it being talking shit. As far as dragging you, you said something that made me go, okay, now you can have it too. So it's just like anyone else. Like, no offense. Like, if Heidi was talking shit about me, not constructive criticism, I'm talking about talking shit, then I would have done the same thing. It didn't matter who it was. I've done it to people. Hold on. I've done this to people. Like, I've had people that have been friends with me, and then all of a sudden they wanted to fucking do a stream where they dragged me, as these YouTube streets like to say. And then I said, okay, then now I need to reply. I'm a counterpuncher.
What did I do to you? No, I never done anything to you, AC. That's not true.
Okay.
I haven't done anything to you.
Okay. Once again, I don't remember at that time. Like
I get told I was being spoke shit about in your chat by Jules, and I came in and I was saying basically.
Well, did my chat do that, or was that me?
No. That's what I'm telling you. It was Jules in your chat, and I came in and I called her out, said she was a CI, said she was fake. She hides behind avatars and filters. I did. I was coming at her. I wasn't coming at you. I wasn't coming at Jamie. I was coming at her. And you were all telling me I was a liar, and you were all defending Jules. What I'm asking now that we've put more stuff out there, how do you feel about that now? Do you care? Because she was in your chat saying she doesn't roll over on anyone. She's rolling over on all you guys now. But how do you feel about that now? Do you care?
I don't think. I don't think I really care at the moment.
Mm-hmm. And I'm just curious more than anything, because this is the Jules of old that we all know. The Jules that lies, treats people like shit, uses them for her own. And she's done it to all of us. She's done it to not just you. Like, this is no shock to us. And it's not that I'm sitting here saying, oh, this is great. It's nothing like that. But do I like to see people are opening their eyes? I do like to see that people are opening their eyes. I do like to see that.
Well, I'm also not going out of my way, saying a whole bunch of shit that isn't like true. Like, as far as like what happened with KK's situation, like started with my show, Jamie's show, and then we made money and we did our streams and we made content out of Jen, and that was the problem.
For
Like,
who?
so we're having like the art. Like, I'm not going after the horsewhip shit. I'm not going after any, like, I'm speaking on facts. The facts are that
Reports were
what happened with KK was foul. I don't agree with it. It was foul. Like, her fucking just doing a stream, cutting. Like, if you're supposed to be like, if you're that's supposed to be your friend, shouldn't that be someone you reach out to and say, hey, I don't agree with this. I think this is this. I mean, look, I've actually had Heidi reach out to me when she disagreed with something. Like, she like, this is someone that isn't like a bestie of mine, right? Like, I mean, like, we're cool, but to sit here and say that like me and Heidi are besties, like, Heidi reached out to me and was like, hey, I don't agree with this. I respect that.
But the thing is, to me,
and that's the part that I'm speaking on against when it comes to Jules. When it comes to Jules, I don't agree with what she did. I don't like it. I think that's shitty. She threw my buddy Jamie under the bus with the whole fucking money thing. Like, I mean, if you disagree with that's fine. You honestly could have came to the three of us behind the scenes. She said that the last time that she got mad at me about something. Oh, well, you could have came to me behind the scenes. Okay, it was a communication issue. You know what? I chalked it up to that. You could have had a conversation with me, and she didn't do that. So then I turn around and I say the same thing. You could have had the conversation. I could have relayed the message to the people. Hey, Jamie, we probably need to pull back a little bit, buddy. Seems like a little too much grifting here.
Why should anybody pull back because Jules says so? But that, again, the reason...
No, it's just the point that I'm making, that if we're friends, then why couldn't that be the situation? If you're talking to amongst friends, then why is it that you just hit the button, go live, and go, I'm just going to shit on everything about these people?
Yeah.
But the reason I clicked the link is I heard you talking about people taking sides. But for me, you took Jules' side when you decided to then follow that.
Okay, that's your...
Yeah. But that's what you did. If you don't see it,
okay.
For the rest of it, you sent for her. You're saying, why are you not allowed in the 11's chat? Well, that's one of my very good friends. So maybe she was offended at the way you dragged me. And I didn't watch your stream. I don't care.
No, I wasn't part of it.
I don't care, to be honest with you. I don't. And I never privacy struck and did not. I have never privacy struck anyone. Let's be clear. I've never done that. And at the end of the day, I'm not here enough to worry about who says whatever. I've got a real life, like a lot of us do. This is not my life. But I felt disappointed, and I'm just going to tell you that. I did feel disappointed because I thought you had more about you than that, to just attack somebody because they were arguing with Jules.
Okay, well, that's your opinion on it. And like I said, I didn't go after you for Jules because I do things when I want, how I want, to whom I want. Like, this is who I am.
Okay, but why did you go after Ann? Well, I know you just said you don't remember.
Yeah,
but,
I don't.
Yeah, so that's what she's trying to figure out.
I'll have to go back and look.
Jules
no, that's fine. I don't. To be honest, I don't remember. It could have been something she said. It could have been something that she was. I mean, like I said, I'm listening to. I was pointed out your stream. There was a clip that I have not finished listening to, where it got mentioned about me, and you got. And once again, I'm only going by the narrative that people like to use. Well, you allowed somebody to do this in your chat. You allowed this to do. I don't like doing that, but I'll return the favor. So you allowed Cooch in your chat to call me a fucking predator. You allowed Cooch to call me a fucking pedophile.
Wait, what? I didn't see. AC, I'm mod for Ann. When did she say that?
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to pull up the fucking screenshot that got sent to me, or the video that got the screen record that got sent to me. But fucking Cooch is in chat, fucking calling me a fucking pedophile. So okay. But see, look, here's the thing. Here's the difference between me and most people. I like to put things on who is responsible for who, for what they say and what they do.
Which
right?
is why You're responsible for what you said on your chat, your channel.
Right. So I don't hold you responsible. I'm just trying to make a point here. When people do shit like this, when they go, "Oh, you allowed this person to do this, you allowed the person to do that," when it can go thrown right back in the face of other people that like, "Oh, you allowed this to happen, you allowed that to happen." I hold people responsible for their actions, their words. Okay, so that's not really on you. I'm just kind of making a point here when it comes to that, because there's other people that are here in chat that are content creators that do what we do. So and they do the same shit. They want to sit here and cry 1 second, and then when it happens to them, but they're going to allow it to happen in their chat. Okay.
I don't know anything about that. I really genuinely don't.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I get busy with my Heidi. Same thing with you. There's times you miss stuff in chat. Like I can't really say that I haven't missed stuff before.
I do miss stuff because
if you missed it, you missed it. That's
listening.
Fine.
Okay, a lot of times I'm listening. Okay, and I mod for Ann, and if I would have saw that in the chat, I would have asked that be removed, or I would have removed it myself. So I didn't see that, AC, and I will go back and look. But nobody should, unless there's paperwork. Well, I'm not going to say paperwork. I have never heard anything about you doing anything to kids.
Being a PDF, but I have heard the AC was friends with PDFs, and I'll be honest with you, AC. I said that I'm curious about that. I'm curious.
That was before.
And I've been very open when it comes to this. The guy that I recorded with, I went out to go record cops with, ended up being just that, a rapist and later on he was found convicted of what he had done with his kid. And with that being said, when I found out there was charges on him, I disassociated. I quit hanging around the guy.
But didn't you also,
if you go back and you look at the videos and you look at the timestamp that's on everything, this is from 5 years ago.
But again, that's something that's come up that I've said, well, I would like to know about that.
And I have no problem. And I have no problem talking about it. When people sit there and try to use it as a dig towards me, I'm like, okay, let's have the conversation. You mad at me because I hung out with the guy at one point? Yeah. What have I done the last 5 years? I've spoken out about all of this shit.
The other guy that was arrested in Brazil not too long ago, they're taking two different situations. When he was arrested for something to do with the cops, fighting with the cops, they went to the jail and said, free whoever it is. It's all on video. That was way before he was arrested. So I'm trying to say, but AC, I'm telling you, these people, and I get it. You don't do a background check on, but how would you know this man was diddling his daughter? And how would you know this other guy had a compensation for young kids and went to Brazil? How would you know that?
You must have that.
I wouldn't.
Not a good look. Let's be honest. I would feel
it's not
a good look.
I don't care. I don't. Once again, that's an opinion thing, right? Let's stay on facts then. Once again, when found out, I disassociated. I got away from the person. I told him to his face, I don't want to have anything to do with you. Once I was done with my court case, that was the last time I saw the guy. People have tried to lie and say that I've gone to the jail to go put money on his books. I've heard Jen say that that's my best friend. Show me where that's my best friend. I barely met the guy when I went to go record with him.
I put flashlights in windows. What was that?
That wasn't true. That was something Vegas Valley said.
Show me the video.
It's all on video.
Again, show me the video.
That's not true.
Yeah, I'm genuinely asking you. This is the stuff I said about.
Yeah.
That was all.
Because I actually watched it. I'm sorry, AC. Hold on a second. I actually watched it for myself when you came in my chat and people were talking about it. I went and I saw for myself. You guys were walking. There was no sidewalk. You guys were out there. I heard Vegas Valley saying that y'all was shining lights and stuff through windows, and that wasn't true. So that's what I'm saying. And if you're going to speak it, put the facts out. Stop adding to it And that's what I don't like. But I went to look for myself, just like when I heard about Vegas Valley and all of his charges. I went and looked for myself. I did. But go ahead, Ann. I'm sorry. Oh, wait a minute. E11 wants to know. Hold on. E11 put a question in the chat. Oh, George wants to know, why did you porn bomb Amzi? And then E11 wants to know, shit, I lost it. E11 wants to know, what about the picture at the hotel with the very tall father?
What's that?
Okay. So they're talking about the Thorpes on the second part. What was the first part again?
George wanted to know, why did you porn bomb Amzi?
Oh, because she was steadily running her fucking mouth.
But about you?
I guess. I mean, that would have probably been the best scenario right there. She talked shit about me and then I hit her.
I don't know. You came at me because I was fighting with Jules. I mean, that's a fact.
No.
It was, AC. It was.
Okay. Yeah, that's your opinion. We'll go. I'll go back and watch the video on it. I am sure that someone can give me a date on it, and I can pull up the shit show and see what exactly the argument was.
You wouldn't let me speak on the panel. And did I get defensive? Was I being lippy? Yep, I absolutely was. And then I thought, I'm wasting my time here. I'm going to leave. They wouldn't let me speak. These were just calling me a liar. So I left, and then it became a complete drag fest. Good for you. I don't care. I don't care. I didn't listen to it. It doesn't affect me at all. But it just makes you look like a simp. That's all.
I just had a question. I just had a question for AC. So I don't watch none of this shit. But you just said George asked you, why did you porn bomb Amzi? And you just said you don't know. If it doesn't directly affect you, like you claim, that's the only reason you go after people is when they go at you. Wouldn't you know?
No. I go at people. There are times where I go at people. Like I'll come in, I'll start trolling a little bit. Yeah, I'll do shit like that. But it's meant like all in good fun. It's meant all like poking and.
So if I go to your channel right now, and again, I don't go over there. I don't even know your channel name. But if I were to go there, every single person that is a content creator is an equal opportunity. If I'm basing it off of the information you're saying right now, right?
I've allowed so many people up on my channel that disagree with me on things like.
No, I'm saying for you to go at people, everybody essentially is equal opportunity. Like if everything AC does is for AC and based on what AC sees, then everybody is an equal opportunity, right? Because let's be honest, there is no perfect person in this community. We've all done fucked up shit. We've all said fucked up shit. So we're all equal opportunity. But what happens is, I think why people call you a simp is because what happens is you do tend to be biased. You do tend to lean towards one side. You do tend to do things for people like Jules. So when people are saying that to you, you can't really be offended by it because it does appear that way. When you're saying these things and you're attacking people, it appears because of who you're friends with in that given moment, you're doing it for them. Because reality is, if it really is an equal opportunity, you'd be going at Jules too, because she's done some fucked up shit. Like, for her to even sit there like she's a saint is wild. But I'm saying, like, you should be going at her too. Everybody should be equal opportunity, right? And I'm not saying it to be mean or nasty. I'm like genuinely asking you. Everybody should be equal opportunity.
Everyone can be equal opportunity, yes.
AC, you have a lot of questions in this chat. Oh my God.
I see that. Well, I was going to answer the second one, and I'm not sure even who the V is here.
It's Vault.
That's Vault.
Hello.
Like I said, I don't watch any of it. I'm catching bits and pieces, and I'm listening to what you're saying. And you're saying like everybody has a right to do whatever they want, invite whoever they want,
you do.
And all of the things. And you're just a troll, but you should be trolling everybody, right? I mean, do you understand it from other people's point of view? Like they're saying, like you're simping for Jules or whatever, and you're saying no, you don't do anything for Jules, but
Eh,
you hadn't gone at Jules the way you go at some people, right?
Never.
no,
Okay.
not really.
Okay, so really you kind of are simping, because the way I see it is like we're all fucked up. We've all done fucked up things. We've all said fucked up things. And anybody who sits in this chat and says otherwise, you're a liar. You're a fucking
Yep.
liar. I know
Okay.
what I've done. We all know what we have done, right? So for you to say like, oh, I've never gone at Jules. So then that
Would it
means
be
you
safe
never
to
see,
say that? Go
that
ahead.
means
I'm
you
sorry.
never
I'm cutting you
seen,
off.
you never seen anything wrong with what she's done. Because she's done some fucked
Well,
up things too.
I'm saying that I don't agree with this thing with KK. I mean, I'm literally on panel for that right there.
But that's not the only fucked up thing she's done.
No, it's not.
Okay, it's not.
And once again,
she's
like
got
there's a
nasty.
lot of people. Well, once again, there's a lot of things that people have done out here that's been nasty and fucked up shit, right? There's a lot of stuff that, I mean, when have I, like, Heidi, you've done nasty stuff. Have I come at you for any of this stuff?
No, but what
So,
nasty stuff have I done?
well, I'm just making a point.
No, I'm
Like,
just asking because if I
I don't know
say,
I don't like.
okay,
There's been people that have tried to tell me like you're a disgusting person. You're
yes,
the
okay, I
photo
can be
kicker, right?
disgusting. Hold on,
And
let me just
right,
explain this to you. Hold on a second. If you write my name on your arm and says that I'm responsible because you're going to go throw yourself in front of a fucking train for something I didn't do, I will say, bitch, cut deep by the K. And hopefully they will find your arm after that train mangles your ass. Don't do that shit to me. So when I stand by
I'm not
what I
gonna lie,
said,
that sounds like
I
some bread shit right there.
Yep, I don't take it back. I will never take it back. When Jen sat there and said, "Oh, you're gonna make me go do something," bitch, I don't care if you take a leap off a tall bridge. I mean what I say. So if that's nasty, okay, don't put my name in bullshit and lying and telling people I'm doing things to you when I'm not. So if that makes me nasty and horrible, oh well. Oh
So
well.
I think what Vault wants me to kind of admit to is I'm a bit of a hypocrite, right?
Yep.
Aren't we all though?
Yep, we can all be hypocrites at times.
Mhm.
We
Yep.
can all be hypocritical. We like
I
certain
didn't say
people. We no, I'm not. Well, I'm not. I'm not gonna try to put words in your mouth. I'm kind
And
of
I'm not saying I
playing
didn't
off
say
of what
we
you're
weren't.
saying.
I'm not saying we're not all hypocritical. Every single one of us in this community is.
Right.
That's why I don't come here no more. Honestly, we're all hypocrites. People in here will preach to the choir about way things should be, and people shouldn't do this and shouldn't do that, all while doing the same things. We're all fucking hypocritical. But what I'm saying is, you come on here with a presence of like, oh, I'm a troll and I'm this, which is fine. Be a troll, but you should be an equal opportunity troll. Otherwise, you're a
I
simp.
Yep.
At the same time, that's like telling someone how to run their channel.
Uh, But you also turned around
Am
and
I
no, I'm not telling you how to run your channel. I'm just saying
right? Right.
you're a
But
simp. You're being a simp. To say
but
you're not a simp, you're being a simp. Like, just
but
admit it.
it's
It's
the same.
okay.
But it's the same thing as telling someone how to run their channel or how to live their life. Like, oh, you have to do it this way. Why do I have to
I'm
do
not.
it the way that you want it?
I'm not telling you to do anything anyway. I'm
No,
really not. I don't.
I'm not saying that you are.
I don't care. But you
I
also
mean,
said
but
about
if in the
Eve.
terms
You're
of
saying
like someone being a simp, they choose to a simp, like you say, they choose to attach themselves to someone, and no matter what they do, like Brenda, right? Brenda, like no matter what Jen does,
Mhm.
Brenda with the big old butt is going to do everything she can to bat Jen, no matter what.
That's not
Mhm.
Simp,
true.
right?
They've
Yeah.
fought many,
No,
they've fought many times.
I don't know.
No,
I mean,
needs
she's still by her side, right?
Yeah.
not
No,
a
She's
she
still by her side.
definitely. She definitely simps for Jen. I'm not going to say
Yep,
she
she
doesn't. I'll
does.
never not say she doesn't. She
She
definitely
does. She
simps
does.
for Jen.
they're friends right now, but what I'm saying is she doesn't just powder her ass. They do have their fallouts too.
Oh
They do.
no! They definitely do, because they take their verbal abuse She takes the wrenches away and then she gives them back slowly again. Well, you want to mod for me again? Yeah, I'll go ahead. I'll give you a wrench. I need somebody to mod for me. Oh, I don't have any mods today because it took all the wrenches.
But Jules did
Because
that.
I had a.
Jules did that to you. Jules kicked you to the curb before and then told you, no, it's okay, you can come back. And you did. She did that to you.
Wait, what?
Jules kicked you to the curb before and publicly.
Yeah, she's mad at me.
And then she called you back.
Yeah, I talked about it.
Oh, that's the same thing, isn't it?
I've talked about it. I talked about it yesterday, I think.
Okay, I'm just gonna say something with Brenda and Brenna. This past week, I heard it replayed. Jen went at Brenna, her friend for over 6 years. Okay, I'm holding up 6 fingers. Then when Brenda came in the chat, it was all replayed. Instead of same thing Jules did, instead of reaching out to KK, Jen sat there and she just went at them in public when this is a conversation that could have been had behind the scenes.
It should have been. Absolutely. It should have been.
Respect your friends.
And Jules did. That's why I always say they're two of the same.
Yep. It should have been behind the scenes if you respect your friend. There are people out here that say like, oh, you didn't call out. I'm just using Ann as an example. You didn't call out Ann or Ann didn't call out Vol or whatever, but we're friends. So trust and believe if I do something fucked up, Ann will call me out. It's not going to be a public calling out. And Jen does call out Brenna, Brenda, whoever the hell, that if you're truly friends and they are simps for Jen. But Jen should respect the fact that these people are her friends and have stood by her side, should recognize that and give them the common decency of doing that shit behind the scenes and talking to them. Because that's the respect that Ann would give to me. If I did something fucked up and she didn't agree with, Ann would come to me. And the same goes.
Yep, I do the same thing. I go to Ann, I go to Vault, I go to who? Yes, I do.
Yep.
That's when you said if that's your friend, you don't do that. And I heard Muggsy with the clip that Blackie Boys got. Muggsy said it. Why would you disrespect your friend like that? Why didn't you handle this behind the scenes? No, she wanted it to be a public spectacle.
Yep.
Me, you talk like that to me in front of all these people, know it's going to be replayed. I want nothing to do with you. And the only thing they were doing was trying to help her. She thought Brenna was in somebody else's chat. Yeah, she thought Brenna was in somebody else's chat because she asked a question. That's not something you do.
Right.
But that's them. If they want to sit there and take that verbal abuse and be embarrassed, you go right on ahead, because there'll be no way this bitch that doesn't have her life together, that can't do shit for herself, would ever fucking talk down to me.
Exactly.
The fuck? What's wrong with you people?
Yep. When they show you who the fuck they are, believe them. They're never going to change.
All right, I'm back.
So
she talked down to them. And these are supposed to be your friends for 6 years. You did it publicly. I want nothing to do with you. You can't take care of your own fucking shit. You can't do your own household. Bitch, you can't even cook or clean. And you want to sit there and talk down to me. Get the fuck out of here. And that's just my feelings on it.
That's necessary.
I'm sorry. That's my feelings on it. Y'all already know. I have no love lost with Jen. I have no love lost with Jules. That's just it. That's the way I stand.
AC, where do you stand now with Jules today?
I was just saying, where do I stand with Jules? I stand with I don't agree with what happened.
I'm sorry.
I don't stand with what happened, and I'm not okay with that, and that's where I stand with it.
And not for nothing with the KK situation. Like, I don't even know. Sorry, I'm trying to find something. So I don't even know what happened with the KK situation, but I saw that shit coming before it even happened. Because the way Jules talks so much shit about KK, if everybody remembers when KK first got in this community, the way Jules talks so much shit and then to turn around and be friends, it was only a matter of time. Jules is friends with you until she's not. Until she stops earning money from the bullshit, then she's got a problem with it. Like that, I saw that shit happening before it even started.
Well, it's what happened 2 years ago. Jules
Mhm.
started a hate campaign and taunted Jen and was phoning police, phoning
Yep.
CP, doing all this dirty shit, laughing, doing it on lives. It went on for months. And this is why I get annoyed when you thought that Jen had been doing this to Jules for 5 years, because you were listening to Jules. And I knew that wasn't the whole story, because we've all been here. We've all had ringside seats. And then when she felt it was enough to say to everybody, we need to stop. And everybody was to fall in line. This is exactly what she did 2 years ago. And she's doing the same again. She's decided it's enough. That's not how it works. She doesn't control KK and everybody else in the content they want to do. And she also admitted yesterday, or was it the day before, she didn't want Jen to lose her channel. So when Sly went off on her because of the strike situation, Sly was completely correct. And Jules just admitted that yesterday. She didn't want Jen to lose her channel. It's a game. It's a money game. That's all it is.
Yep.
Yeah. So the whole, all of this is, again, it comes down to the subs being put in the middle.
Yep.
That's what happens. They're going to.
I'll say for the record, I don't. I do foul shit from time to time. Yeah, I've definitely hit people with porn bombs. My intention is not to take anyone's channel. If anyone knows, the only way that you have drama is if the people are there. So I've all been very open. I like the drama. I enjoy the drama. I need the drama. The drama entertains me. And according to Have That There, their channel has to be there. So I'm not going after anyone's channel. I think that's fucking stupid. And it's not a money grab. It's an entertainment thing for me. Like it was, once again, I wasn't expecting anyone to donate when I went live the other morning. It was just someone said, hey, you can't do this. And I said, okay, hold my beer. And I fucking did it. If you're going to sit here and threaten me with something, then I might as well fucking do it, right? Like, fuck it. Let's do it.
So you're still going to be like on Jules's panel and stuff now?
You know, you're really fixated on the Jules thing where I'm not really like, I'm not even, I think I said that when I came up here. Like my whole thing is like, I'm going to speak out on what I believe is wrong. And what happened with KK was wrong. As far as what Jules does from there, that's going to be on Jules.
You're still going to be on
as far as me being on panel, I mean, I think that's pretty cutthroat when someone says that they that if you're in Deadly's channel, or if you're hanging out in Deadly's channel and you say something to the effect of it's okay, then you're dead to her. So I don't think it's so much of a me thing. I think the decision's already been made, in my opinion. I don't know. I haven't talked to her since. But I mean, if anything, I would think that would be, I mean, that would be pretty straightforward, right, Heidi?
Yeah,
I mean, that's the way I would take it.
He's not going to be on her panel anymore. She basically accused them of manufacturing drama to drain the community of their money, meaning they held a gun to their head so they can give them up all their money. And she called out AC. She called out Jamie. Jamie is locked and loaded. AC is trying not to go. He's trying not to activate the AC. But I see it coming. I really, really do. I really do.
I'm sorry, AC. I'm going to be, it looks weak, and I'm going to be honest, because you came at me for fucking nothing. But instead,
like I said, it's your opinion.
She's like foolish publicly on more than one occasion. And I don't watch you. I'm not going to, if you go and drag Jules, I'm not going to be in your chat listening to that. I don't give a shit. I'm not fixated on it. I'm more curious about who you are. That's why I'm asking you questions. That's all this is.
But every question is tied to the Jules thing. You see that? Like you not see that part? You're not like right now. I'm talking to Heidi about the situation with KK and how that ties in with Jules. But like you're not even tying into the KK stuff.
I don't have an issue with KK. I think what Jules did is bullshit. But everybody knows. opinion in Jules.
That's my opinion on it.
But
I think what she did to KK, and I think that she threw my boy Jamie under the bus. I think that's bullshit.
Jules, you came at me for Jules, so of course that's my curiosity now.
Well, okay, once again, that's your opinion. That's your opinion.
Was there? I remember it. You might not remember it. I remember it.
Okay, well, like I said, I'll go pull the video. I'll remember exactly why I took my little shot at you. I mean, it's not that hard. I mean, if you want to continue to be fixated on I went after you. I went after you. I drug you. I mean, it's fine. I'll just do it again. I don't care.
Don't flatter yourself. I'm not fixated. But when you come up here,
yeah.
Sides,
I mean, the whole conversation that you're trying to have with me is because I drug you. No, so stop it.
Called me a liar. That's what the conversation's about.
No, I'm not calling you a liar. Once again, that's your opinion on it. I'm sitting here going, that's your opinion. I'm fine with that.
Listen, that's why you did then. I told you all who Jules was then, and I was told I was a liar. That's
okay. Okay, and once again, when I said when I came up here, I've definitely tried to give people advice on my situation with certain people. Hey, here's what my experience is. Guess what? Most people, when they have some kind of logic, they take a piece of that information and they go, okay, I got to find out for myself now. They're not just going to take somebody's word for it. Because if you just take somebody's word for it, well...
You took Jules's word for it. Jules lied to you guys.
Did I take Jules's word for it?
She was in your chat saying that I was a liar and she never rolled over.
I thought you were past this.
Calling me a liar.
I'm sorry. I thought you were past this. A minute ago, you were like, I don't care. Okay. So do you not care or do you care?
I care about the shit after. But what I'm saying is, I care when somebody calls me a liar. I know I'm not a liar.
So do you care then?
Well, AC, stop for a minute. But both of you stop. Okay, here's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing Ann feels that you went at her because she was in the chat going at Jules. She feels that you attacked her on Jules' behalf without knowing the full truth, and Jules was lying to you. Now,
and what was my response?
I don't know.
That I didn't do it for her. That I didn't do it for Jules. And even after I said, if anything, it would have been for me. It would have been something that I did. Like if I drug her, it was because I drug her for something that she said or for something that she did. That's what I said.
What video was this? I need to go look. I need to go look at this video. Does anybody know when this
I don't know. I need a date so I can go back and look because I don't even remember.
I didn't have the proof. I've since shown the proof. Have you seen that? Have you seen that she admitted that she was involved in that?
Well, when I say I don't care about something, like I really don't. So like I don't pay attention to your channel.
No, I asked him that, Ann. I asked him, had he watched your video where you read the transcripts and everything? He said, no, he hasn't. He started it, but he hasn't finished it or something like that. So again, and AC, and I know right now they've got so many questions for you in the chat. Here is my thing.
I didn't come to the shit show.
Okay, here's my thing. I'm just going to say this. Okay. When it appears that you go after people that Jules don't like because she's telling you things, and this is what I'm hearing, and this was what I'm reading in the chat. Instead of you finding out for yourself, you're taking her word for it, which makes it seems like you're simping for her. Am I correct, guys? That's what it came down to. Because you look at all these questions and you see them yourself. I've been reading them. That's what
the questions are Jules related. It's not that people are fixated, they're curious.
So I'm just saying, I know you said that. Okay, so I understand that you said that you're a troll and everything else. And the question everybody wants to know, where do you stand with Jules? I, for one, think that after what she said and what she did the other day, that you're not going to try to fix anything, because at this point, she basically called you guys a liar, scammers, and grifters. basically, is what was said, and manufacturing stuff. The way she talked about KK, she took the brunt of everything, but then she had to throw Jamie in there. And when she goes and says, "Guys, have you ever seen Jamie? How many times has Jamie been in my chat?" And then she added you in there for a little bit, but she doesn't want to go at you. She's going to go at the people that's around you. But when she added Jamie, that was the straw that broke the camel's back, because Jamie said this morning, and I heard what he said last night, he's not letting this go. That's what he said. He's not going to let it go. So that puts you in a predicament, just like it did when she wanted you to talk to Shiz. I remember that. It's putting you in a predicament because you're really good friends with Jamie. You just met her, but you enjoy going over, you enjoy her people, but she's putting you in a bad position. And I heard you say that it doesn't matter if you lose. Well, if people don't want to be there, you understand it, but you're not going to change what you do on your show. Is that what I mean? And that's what I understood. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, hold on a second. George wants to link. Both of you be nice. Look, be nice.
I don't know if that's going to be accomplished. He don't like me.
I don't understand. Why don't he like you and why don't you like him? I don't know. So, hold on. There's George.
Hello.
Yes, good
Heidi.
morning.
Good morning. Good afternoon. How are you?
Well, it's morning for me. Good afternoon.
Yeah. Hey, AC, I just wanted to ask a question. Okay. What is our issue? Because as far as I know, I've never done anything to you. I've never said anything bad about you. I've never taken shots at you.
Never?
Not that I'm aware of. And if I have, let me know.
So one of the things that has been weird when it's come to this side of YouTube, I've seen where people kind of go with the group mentality. Oh, because you hang out with Jules, you're the piece of shit, right? Like because I like to hang out somewhere, I enjoy the show, this, that, the other. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I think Jules is funny, and I'm cool with that, right? And then because I hung out in a certain people's chat, I was then part of that. I was also the piece of shit. I wasn't just, once again, like people are saying, I'm the simp, right? So I was going to everyone else's channel, and real quickly it was, get this guy out of here. I don't want anything to do with him. He hangs out with Jules. He does this. He does that. And it's like, really? Okay.
I never did that.
And I don't have to take that personal.
I don't think I did that
once again,
either.
people can do what they want with their channel, as I've said. But I guess let me ask the question back. Like, what did I do to you?
Nothing that I know of, but you would just kind of take shots at me, and that's what I'm asking you. Like, what did I do to you? Like, what you just said.
I was responding to something.
But hold on a second.
I was responding to something.
I just asked a question, and what you answered, it still doesn't answer the fact, like, what did I personally do?
Well, I'll say this. At the moment, I cannot remember exactly what started all this, which is funny because that's how a lot of fights start, right? Like people like, they fight this, that, the other, and then they kind of don't remember exactly what initiated it. But yeah, at the moment, I can't really remember what started this.
So do you think
I want to say, okay.
You think it's safe to say, like, I didn't do anything to you?
No, usually I'm like, I wasn't even in your chat to troll in the beginning.
I mean, you would come in a few times. I've always welcomed you. I never had an issue with you.
Well, in the beginning, you welcomed me. And did I, like, in the beginning, did I reply back to, like, you shouldn't say that about Jules, you shouldn't do that? Did I ever do anything like that?
No. And that's where I'm
Right.
honestly trying to figure out the issue at. Like, the
Right.
only thing I
Because
can
in
say to me that you did to me that I just really didn't like is when I'm assuming Geneva pulled the body cam when the police showed up at my house. You went live and you made a point to say, "Oh, George, now I have your body cam and I can see where you gained weight or something, something about my looks." And then I just responded with, "AC, I don't care that you have the body cam. You guys can all have it. Um, on my worst day, I look better than you on your best day." And I would have never said that to you if you didn't say that to me. I don't understand, like,
body
what was the
cam,
point
body
of you
cam,
even like, what was the
body
point of
cam,
you even receiving the body cam? And why was it passed to you?
body cam. Do I have a body cam?
George, was that body cam played on
That's what
Jules or
he
was it
said.
played on
I
AC?
don't I don't think it was ever played anywhere. I think it was just passed around in the Discord. That's just kind of how it came across to me from what you had said. And like I said, Jules didn't play it, you didn't play it, but you said that. So I'm just assuming that it was passed around in the Discords.
Is it a video or was it a screenshot?
I'm not sure. You said it. I don't know.
I don't have anything on my records. I may have something in a DM somewhere. I don't remember.
But
All
it
right, fair
definitely
enough.
had to be passed around because Jules was like, "Oh, yeah, and I can tell you gained weight." And I was like, "I've told you guys I gained weight." I even said, like, "Yeah, when my thyroid medication kind of stops working and I have to go in for adjustment, I do gain weight. It's just how it is." Like, I didn't hide the fact. Like, it wasn't a big deal to me. I didn't understand why you said that about me. And I also just I don't understand what our issue is either.
I'm gonna have to go back and look, just like Ann. I'm gonna have to. No, that's not it.
I mean, I can say,
No,
like,
that's not it.
honestly, here and right now, like, there's no reason for you to go back to look at anything. Like, if you can't remember exactly what I did, I'm just gonna
Hey, I
chop
can't
it up
remember.
as I'm just gonna chop it up as you and I just don't have an issue. Maybe we just I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe somebody got in your head, maybe somebody got in my head, and there was tension. That was it. I mean, the only thing I can say is that I just didn't like about you, and I'm just being honest with you, and it's not a dig at you. I just didn't like the constant digging at Jen and the way you went about it. Like, if you want to go at Jen, I think that's fine. But for me personally, I just think like it just got to a point where it's just like, geez, every day, every single day, like Jen isn't the biggest locale over here. Like, why is it you just keep going at Jen? Like, that was really
Well,
it. I think
I'm gonna
that's very
speak up on
minor.
that because Jen keeps talking about them and she won't stop and she's lying and you know
Right.
she's lying.
But this
Everybody
was
knows she's lying.
but
So I get it. At a certain point, it gets to be too much, but she won't stop. And then she just add to it and compounds and compounds until it gets to the point where people are going to go at you and they're going to go even harder.
right. But
George, you
this
know
was at
how I
the
feel about
very but this is at I know, but we have to be fair here too. This was at the very beginning of like when AC was coming over here. It
that. Oh,
wasn't,
okay.
yeah, Jen wasn't going at you every single day because she didn't know who you were really. And this was even before like the rest of I don't really watch all over there. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to say like I don't know who you guys are. But
fair,
I'm just gonna say you're friends. I just know you and
fair.
Shiz, that's it. But this was even before Shiz even started coming around. So it was like a thing of um, ACU was just listening to Jules and the gang, what they was saying, and they was passing you information, and it was just you
So,
kept constantly beating that horse. That was all it was for me, and I said that, and I just personally think everybody has a right to their opinion. Just because you have an opinion, I don't think you should be dogpiled for it. I've always said that, and I've always felt like that.
But George, do
so
you
the way
remember
that
when
that is
AC?
explained right there. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, George, you remember when AC came on my panel and I had Jen on my panel and I tried to negotiate a truce. And I
I did.
said, Jen, if you stop talking about him and he will leave you alone. He said it. Then I said, AC, can you please stop going in her chat? This is what I said. I said, because it annoys her, it bothers her.
Mm-hmm.
And before he can even agree, she started taking digs at him. And that was out the window.
Right. And I get that and I
So
do remember that. But I'm also like a firm believer of you can't keep dogpiling on me and then all of a sudden one day you want to call a truce or you want somebody else to call a truce and think that things are just over. That was all. That was all. That was my only thing. And I just feel like this, if and this is for anyone, I know Jen says some off the wall shit. I know it. I said it. I agree with you guys on that stuff. But my question is, why do y'all watch her? Like that, I don't get that part.
I'm entertained.
Oh, fair enough. I mean, fair enough. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I'm entertained. I mean, Jamie's got a different reason for it, just like anyone else has a different reason for it. And you know what you said there a minute ago, I can respect that. You know, you're entitled to your own opinion, right? What started the whole thing with me and Jen was originally just me going from channel to channel and hanging out. She got upset that I hung out at Jules.
Yep.
Just like a bunch of other people did. She got upset that I hung out at Jules. And the moment I showed up at her channel, she snapped at me. And then because I didn't follow the lead of what everyone else wanted me to do, specifically more Jen, she got irritated. And then it became an everyday thing after that. AC this, AC that. You see what Jules brought around? Jules brought around a man. She shouldn't be talking to a man. She's on panel with the men, even though she's up there with Deadly and fucking William. Well, AC's over there. He's doing this, this, and this. Okay, well, you're doing the same shit on your fucking panel, talking shit. So,
I mean, I agree with you on that kind of stuff, but it does. And Heidi, you know, we've talked about this all the time. For me, I always try to be fair about things. I always try to see both sides about it. But I have the hard time with the hypocrisy of it all. You know what I mean? I like if Jules is saying, Jen, you shouldn't be up there with a man because of this, this, and this, but then she's as a man over there, like, how can we condemn one without the other? How can we call out one without not even just this incident, not even just Jules or Jen, just anybody really? How can we call out one without the other? And how is it like?
Here's the thing. Like earlier, I didn't forgot what it was I was saying. Earlier when I mentioned something, I was like, look, I'm just using this as an example of something. I don't care what people do, this, that, the other. But this is the narrative that other people like to run. This is the angle in which people like to make this argument. But when it gets thrown back in their face, it's like, oh, well, yeah, you're the fucking hypocrite then. I don't care who goes over to Jen's and hangs out. I don't care who goes to Deadly's and hangs out. But when Jen sits there, and once again, I go off what started the fight. When Jen wants to sit here and make an argument to someone that, oh, well, this person shouldn't be up there. They're hanging out with men. They're grown women. They're hanging out with men. When she's doing just that. She's a hypocrite trying to go after something that she herself does.
Okay, I get your point, but some of this stuff don't you think some of this stuff is just little Mickey Mouse stuff? And I'm not
Sure.
like saying you or Jen, I'm just saying like for most of it, both sides, a lot of the stuff that's going back and forth is just little kid stuff. But then there's a lot of things that just get ignored that just keeps getting swept under the rug. And like for me, one of my biggest things are I don't like racism. I don't like that kind of stuff. I feel like if somebody says something is racist, it's racist. And it shouldn't matter who it is. It should be called out on both sides. I don't like the homophobia. I don't like that. I don't like to hear about kids in any type of a derogatory sexual way or an abusive type of way. I don't like all that. But why is it gets ignored for some people? And like, look at what happened with Jules. Jules was right along with that stuff, but she's trying to just throw KK under the bus. And I've always said I'm a very fair person. I don't talk to KK, but I also said I don't think KK. I think KK was set up in this. Blah 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 blah. But it's like Jules is getting a pass for this, and
She gets no passes with me because
yeah,
I
me
know who she
neither.
is. I know exactly who she is.
Hmm.
So she gets no
I've had
passes.
I've sat up here on panel with Heidi and had discussions about the race stuff because like and once again Heidi, you can attest to this. I grew up in a neighborhood that was pretty predominantly Hispanic that sat next door to a predominantly black neighborhood.
Yep.
The word nigga is not something that is not in my cavity.
You said it.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm trying to make a point here. Like, it's not a disrespect thing. It's a culture thing. Where I come from, the neighborhood I grew up in, people walk up and down the fucking street, going to school, whatever. When I was a kid,
that's true.
And whether you were black or Hispanic, they said it to one another. It's the neighborhood I grew up in. It's not a disrespect to you, George, because you're black. It's not like, if anything, it's the way that we talk, just like FAG. Like, that's something that was said since I was a kid. It's not necessarily because you're, gay or anything. Like, personally, I don't care what people do with their fucking body,
Right. And I get that, and I get what you're saying, but you have to understand, if one black person says it's okay for you, that just doesn't mean that we all agree with that. Now, am I going to sit here and cry and say, "Oh my God, he said the Edward"? No, but I will say something about it. I think in this community, black people get used like a dog, and we are often the butt of these jokes here, whether, people want to admit it or not. But then you have a group of white people who are giving you a pass for it when you shouldn't get a pass. So me personally, if you're saying the N word with an A, I get offended by it. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying that. Black people were not a joke. We've come too far in this country, and we are still getting scraps in this country. So I understand you grew up that certain type of way, but I find it offensive. And I think when you turn on the news and you keep constantly seeing black people get shot and killed for whatever reason, like just even this week, the 14-year-old boy was shot and killed by an Asian guy because they thought he was stealing a bottle of water.
I saw that.
It turns out he didn't steal the bottle of water, but he was still shot and killed. And the Asian guy got off. So that's where I'm coming from with all that. And I've worked too hard in life to be called a nigga by anybody. I don't use the word.
Let me ask you, have I called you that?
No, but I just feel like this.
Heidi, have I called you that?
But I feel like this, whether you're calling me that or somebody else that, is still offensive to all of us. That's it.
Fair enough.
And I mean, if you want to continue to say it, you can. You have that right. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying, like, I just find it offensive. That's all.
Okay.
And I don't dislike you.
Do you think I'm a racist because I say that?
No, I don't think you're a racist for it. I think that you are going along with kind of what you know. But I also think, I don't know how old are you, AC?
43.
Okay. I also think like at 43, you're still young enough to learn and to be taught that you're still young enough to learn. Like, no one's ever too old to learn something new. And even myself, like growing up as a kid, we used to say things that, at the time wasn't offensive, but as we got older, we learned, hey, that's really offensive. Like, you know what I mean? So even myself, I've changed my vocabulary because you got to go along and change with the times. And that's all I'm saying.
All right. You know what? This has been great. AC, if you want to continue talking to George's live is set for 4 minutes. And George, I'm so sorry I ran over the first time.
You're
And
fine.
you know me, I try to, if I see you have something set or anybody that I follow, I'm going to do, I'm not going to try to take over that time slot. And that's just me. But I appreciate AC. Trust and believe me, I appreciate you being up here and answering these questions. I hope that you can go back and look at the live uh, dealing with Ann. And if you find it, could you please tag me in it so I can see it? Because I want to see what happened. And I understand how Ann feels. I understand how everybody feels. But again, we support who we want to support. But for you, and I said it way back when you came on my panel. I said, please keep an open mind. And if you remember, I said that. So
Hmm.
you just can't take somebody's word for something, especially when people, and I think Jamie said it. If you have five people saying the same thing, the sixth person is more likely to believe it. So if you've got all these people saying the same thing that's happened way before you got here, you got somebody new coming in the community, they'll normally say, hey, wait, let me go take a look at this. Let me see what they're talking about. I honestly don't feel you did that. And I know you probably didn't care to do it because you like hanging around where you want to hang around at. But at least have a history of what's happened and what, and see how all of this culminated. Which, being a troll, you really don't care. So that's just what I was saying. That's all.
I'm
And can
here
I
to
say
have
one more
fun.
thing?
Yeah.
AC, instead of like digging up that old live, because I'm sure that's going to take time, why can't you just say to Ann, and I don't know if I offended you, if
I
I got
tried to.
caught up. I'm sorry. Can we just move on?
Oh, I wasn't sorry then, so it'd be a blanket apology if I did that, and I'm just not going to do that.
I mean, I
Like
don't think
if
there
I
should be a blanket apology because clearly
no
Ann
no
feels a
no
certain type of
blank,
way.
not blanket,
Oh,
blank. It would just there would be nothing to hold. There would be no substance in it. Like so, it's blank. It's just an apology. It's a Jen apology. It's an apology to say I'm sorry. That don't really fucking mean it.
but
Like
Ann's
if I'm
not
gonna say I'm
Jen.
sorry, I'm going. No, I
But I
understand
think,
that, but
I
but
think that
I'm
clearly
talking
something
about the
happened.
apology itself.
Right. But
Like
I think,
I'm
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm just not going to. I've done some foul and fucked up shit out here, and there's been stuff that I am sorry about. And then again, I can't. It's hard for me to say I'm sorry because at that time I felt it was justified. I felt at that time it was I wasn't sorry. So but at the same time, it's recognizing the bad behavior and going, all right, yeah, what I did was pretty fucked up, and I shouldn't be doing that anymore. I'm like for perfect fucking example. I'm a little more selective on my porn bombs now.
Okay. I mean, I get
I'm
what
just
you're
saying.
saying. I get
I'm
what
just
you're
saying.
saying. But I'm just saying, like,
Like.
why not save
Go ahead.
everyone the time and just say, chop it up as, hey, I just got caught up. I just got caught up. Like, and I'm sorry if I said something to offend you. I think that's just the easiest thing to do. And then guess what? People can move on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I, I, I just think that's probably just the best thing to do. But that's just me. That's just me.
But I
'Cause it's
understand what you're saying,
YouTube.
George, and I understand what AC is saying. AC is saying he wants to see exactly what he said, to see what was going on. You're saying just give, just say, "And I'm sorry if I offended you." But in his mind, he wants to be sure that he doesn't stand by what he said. Is that what I'm hearing, AC?
Partly. The other part
Okay.
is at the time that when something happened, right? At the time that something happened, I did it for a reason. And I wasn't sorry at that time. So it's a little hard for me to say I'm sorry now. It's better if I'm truly that sorry, then instead of just saying I'm sorry, how about I just change my behavior? You know what? I need to do this better. I need to be a better person. That's the true. That's someone being really sorry. I've done some foul and fucked up shit to someone, and I don't want to really mention it because Jen likes to use this, but I did something to someone, and I even went to them and said, "Look, I can't tell you I'm sorry, I realized I fucked up though, and I realized that it's what I did was a shitty thing, and moving forward, I'm just going to be better. I'm going to do better.
Okay, I get that. I get it. All right,
All
well, I'm
right.
going to hop down.
Yep,
Thanks
George
for
has
having me up.
arrived. Thank you, George. I'll be
You're
there.
welcome.
AC, thank you. And thank you for being open to answering questions and being up here. I really, really appreciate it. I know some of the ones you didn't get to answer because they were flying by so fast, but I always want to say thank you for, willing to have the conversation. You know what I mean? Not just, oh, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a, even though some of the things you said, I don't care, but you still are willing to hear and have a conversation.
I just want to give the authentic response, because if I am once again, going back to showing up here and entering a community that's full of drama, I'm enjoying this. This is entertainment to me. This is fun to me. I don't take a lot of this shit seriously. And I am Jamie's response will be, I make money. And
I love when he says that. Ebony, $sign Ebony. I'm like, God damn, he's good.
I mean, but that's just like, why would I just sit here and be like, oh, I don't like the drama. I don't want the drama on my channel. I fucking run a drama channel. It's literally called A Shit Show, The Shit Show.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it is
Anyways,
the shit show. But I appreciate you. And guys, George is up next. Thank you. I appreciate all you guys. And I didn't mean to be here that long, but we were getting into it. Let's get into it. And my God, this is my first live back that I actually feel pretty damn good. So I appreciate you, AC. I really, really do. And I appreciate all you guys in the chat for being respectful. I know there was a few little disturbances, but everybody can voice their opinions, but we don't have to be so nasty. There's a way to say things and to keep, well, anyway, you know what I mean. I gotta go. AC, thank you again. I appreciate you. I really, really do. And I'm looking forward to seeing more of you on panel with KK, because you guys, you have a great dynamic together.
Hey, real quick before you leave,
Yes.
Are you not going to kick my ass for almost calling you a poodle kicker?
No. Why? I know it's not true.
I was expecting. I was like, she's gonna whoop my ass for almost fucking saying that.
No, I know it's not true. I know where it came from. It originated with Jen. It wasn't true. So come on now. I had a miniature.
I know, but I would say this. I think it's entertaining. There's just like, nicknames that people get. There's someone in my community that Brett calls Chew-Toy. And sweet lady, I like her. She goes by the name LG. And LG to me has always been sweet to me. I enjoy hanging around when she is around. But her nickname is Chew-Toy because she got bit by a dog. And I did not know that at first. Okay. I just thought it was some little cute nickname for a chick. And and when I heard what they nicknamed you, at first, not knowing what the background was, it's like, oh, that's a cute nickname.
No. I mean, at first I was mad about it way back when, but when I hear it now, it's like, okay, people just don't use common sense. I don't really give a fuck. It was a joke between me and Amber on panel about her potty training her dog, and I told her, he does this, I just kick him, and he go. Come on now, be serious. I had a miniature poodle. Come on, let's be serious. But I'm not going to kick your ass. No, I'm not even going to get upset behind it, because to me, it's just dumb. You're going to call me anything. I mean, you can call me a bitch. You can call me all kinds of shit, because that's, I am a bitch. Right. I am. So, but no, that didn't bother me. But I appreciate you for asking. I really do. So I'm out of here, guys. AC, thank you again. I will see you guys soon. Bye, sweetie.